Hey banjo friends! Today we're going to talk about how to hold the clawhammer banjo. This video is going to be for open back banjos, not resonators. I have another video that talks about that with resonators, so this one's going to specifically be geared towards open back banjos. The banjo that I'm using today is the Deering Vintage Vega Star banjo that happens to have a scoop neck. You can kind of see it right here. If your banjo doesn't have a scoop neck, that's okay, don't worry about it. But you're going to kind of see what a scoop neck does and what it means and how I'm holding it. So first, is there a wrong way to hold the clawhammer banjo? No. There is a more advantageous way, and perhaps one that prevents injury. But is there really a wrong way to do it? No. The truth of the matter is, you can kind of like put your body into any contortion to try to make it work, and you'll see people all the time that have this happen. This video instead is going to be about how to hold this in an advantageous way for your body. So the first thing that I always tell people is to first put away your banjo. Sounds crazy, but it's real. So put away your banjo, and I want you just to assess what's going on with your body. First things first, what we want to do is we want to feel like where we're aligned in our spines. We want to make sure that our shoulders are not going to do this or this. Our natural tendency, if you're having a strap, which I highly recommend, is to have your body kind of tighten and kind of fight the strap a little bit. What you want to do is try to go against that. We're going to train our bodies to not fight the strap and just kind of be nice and relaxed. So one of the key main ways to do that is first start with your feet planted on the floor. You want your legs about shoulder width apart, and you're just going to kind of feel like what your back feels like when it's in a nice upright position. We're not looking for something where you kind of like, push forward like this or push back like this. We want to find a nice balance that allows you to kind of sit for a long time. This is going to take some time. Another key thing is, it's always good to kind of do this in front of a mirror so you can kind of see if you're holding, one shoulder or the other. If you don't have a mirror, you can always use one of your phones to videotape you, or ask a friend and just be like, hey, do you notice me doing anything like weird with my shoulders when I'm playing banjo? So it's always good to kind of like have a banjo buddy around. So the next thing that we do is, now that we kind of have everything in line, I go ahead and raise up my shoulders. So raise up your shoulders, and you drop them. Whew, yep, nice. Try it again, raise them up, and you drop them. This is just going to give you a chance to kind of loosen up your shoulders. We hold a lot of tension up here just from everyday life, so it's good just to check in. Okay, now that we kind of have ourselves in a nice centered position, I'm going to grab my banjo. I'm using a strap. I would highly recommend you using a strap as well. You'll see people that don't use it, and that's okay, no worries, but I do feel like it's easier to kind of get into a position with a strap. So now that I have the banjo on me, I'm going to do my check again. I'm going to raise my shoulders, and I'm going to drop them, just trying to like feel loose. I can already kind of feel my body fighting against the strap, so I'm just going to kind of relax a little more. Traditional clawhammer banjo is played up in the warmer part of the banjo, so you'll see 3-finger players will play down here near the bridge. Clawhammer players, we want to be up here. It's a little warmer, it kind of fits our style a little bit more, and again, that's kind of like what we're going for, is this nice warm round sound. It's going to really fit with a lot of the cool like tunings that you're going to run into. Currently I have my banjo tuned to open G tuning. You can have it in any tuning that you would like. This is just a very kind of nice beginner friendly tuning. It contains the notes G, D, G, B, and D. Ta-da! So go ahead and get a tuner app or, a little like attachable tuner for your banjo. All of them work. Just get your banjo in tune. There's a ton of banjo jokes all about how banjos can't stay in tune. I promise you eventually you can get it in tune. Just may take a little bit. But once you get used to it, you'll get it. So whenever we position the clawhammer banjo, since we're aiming to play in this warmer position, a lot of people will tend to put it over their leg. This allows a couple of things. As you notice now, I'm not like kind of turning this way or contorting my body to kind of like get to the banjo. You want to bring the banjo to you. So I'm kind of getting it on the side of my leg here. This is my right leg that I'm using right now. And I am going to put my hand down, and it's just, I want this nice natural flow here. I don't want to feel like I'm having to force myself or lift my arm up. You'll kind of notice that my shoulders are naturally in line, and I'm finding a nice place with my banjo. Some people will talk about the angle here. I'm just going to say go for something that feels natural. You're going to feel like after you do this a couple times you're holding or something feels awkward, move your banjo. Again, this is the great thing about having a strap. You can adjust the banjo to your body. So again, over my right leg, I'm kind of a little bit over. The banjo is not you know, at a direct angle on me. You can kind of see I'm kind of tilted. This is going to allow me to get maximum, like, kind of pressure on the banjo. Because again, the way the banjo works is it is a drum head, but we want to push it, the sound, like we're kind of pushing our strings in to push the sound out. That's what we're going for. So it's good that we really get a nice, good brush, and we're looking for pressure down into the banjo head, not across the strings. It's kind of like we're going to kind of compromise between the two. So as I brush across the banjo, you'll see that I'm here, my shoulder looks good, and I'm brushing. Nice! Some people will tend to, if you find out that this shoulder hurts while you're playing chords here, tend to drop it a little bit. That's okay. I always have heard gears to ears. You can see my ears here. It's gears to ears, which will kind of get you in about the right place. Some people you see will play up higher, some people play a little lower, but it's all kind of in about that range. You just want to find something that suits well for you. So another key piece to this is anatomy. You might find that like putting the banjo on the side of your body does not feel good, and it does not align with your anatomy. Especially being a woman, things are just different, which is okay. We celebrate differences. Sometimes you might find that a nicer place for you will be the more traditional spot in the middle. Now, a couple things to watch out for with this. I feel like I have to kind of push my arm a little bit more to get to that position, but it does allow me a little bit more flexibility in sound. So if you're in the center, similar idea, just kind of watch out where your hand's gonna go. Mine tends to fall right about here before I really feel like I'm having to like move it and really work to get to there. And again, gears to ears, you're kind of there. One thing to remember, I'm definitely not at a, 90-degree angle. I'm kind of at a 45-degree angle here, which allows me again to strike the banjo in position. So yeah, that's just a couple ways to hold the Clawhammer Banjo. So the way that we did it was on the side, over here on your leg. You can be on top of your leg. You can also be in the center. All of these are gonna work. Just the things that you wanna watch out for is you don't want to have to twist to get to the banjo. Bring the banjo to you. The banjo can move. It's awesome like that. So don't contort your body to fit to the banjo. Move the banjo to fit to your body. Work with your teachers, work with other people, kind of take, videos of yourself to see if there's a more advantageous way. I'm always asking myself, is there a way that I can do less work? If anything hurts, is there a way I can alleviate it? And the answer is usually yes. Banjo should not hurt. It should not make you feel uncomfortable. Yes, it takes practice. But if you notice anything off or feels weird, definitely come back to this video, check it out, check out some other videos too, and just see what works for your body. Don't feel like there's going to be one particular way that if you don't hold it this way, it's going to be the end of the world. We're going to more think about what fits your body and your body type and what's going to allow you to play the banjo with ease for long periods of time. So don't be afraid to adjust, and you might find at different points in your life that you have to adjust for different things. So just watch out for that. I hope this video has been helpful, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video.